Well, it's been quite the interesting 24 hours. Thank you for clicking on this video. I'm sorry, this is not clickbait. I was subjected, just to get right to the point, subjected to a hijacking and hack of my YouTube channel here, as well as my entire Google account, as well as all of the services associated with it. I woke up on Monday at around 10 o'clock, 10:30, and had a phone call from one of my good friends, Sam, who also helps out with moderation on my Discord and here on YouTube, and to message upon message upon message of people being like, yo, Jacob, I think you've been hacked. And I was just waking up, having a good time, just from good rest, good sleep from the night before, and I just go to check and I see that someone had completely changed my YouTube channel to a Tesla account with some looping live stream video of Elon Musk talking to like some executives with like some headline of like Bitcoin and all this garbage crypto scam stuff. And I was in such a daze. I was so unbelievably like freaking out, like, what is going on? Like, how did this happen? And so just to kind of give people a story, I immediately got up, went into this room here where I do all my recording and stuff, logged in on my computers, and did everything in my power to try to log back into my account. My email address didn't exist on Google or on my YouTube account. None of my backup sources, so like two-factor authentication, backup codes, there's no such thing as security questions, because whoever hijacked my account basically disassociated everything regarding me from the account and put it all under like a fake email, fake information. In fact, they even had, this is pretty crazy, like if I attempted to log in, Google was continuing to ask me to plug in a USB key or some type of like a Bluetooth key to be able to re-access my account. So obviously this was a disaster, an absolute disaster of waking up and finding all this stuff happening. I immediately went onto Twitter, and for those of you who are not aware, for YouTube channels, people who are at a higher level get what's called a YouTube manager. So someone that is directly in contact with you from YouTube, who helps with kind of things on your channel for bigger creators. That happens for people who have 100,000 or more subscribers. So that is not the case for me. So I was just completely separated from anything regarding YouTube and anyone to reach out to or any contact information. The best case scenario was to go onto Twitter and basically try to get their attention. Team YouTube on Twitter is notorious for being the people that individuals reach out to when there's something going wrong or some type of issue with their account. So I made sure to tweet out that I woke up to the most devastating news this morning on Monday, and tagging Team YouTube at YouTube and everything else. And I had so many of you in the community liking, retweeting, commenting, and boosting that tweet so that Team YouTube was actually able to reach out to me. I finally got a hold of them via DM, and I explained my issue, explained what was going on, and they said, all right, cool, like let's help you take care of this. Send us an email address that we can use as like a backup if you have another Google account with a different like username, different like email, something that we can get you into Google again. So I sent them off that information, and it took a while. It took like 2-3 hours for them to get back to me from that. In the meantime, I was basically just pacing my house, reaching out to anybody that I could. And I'm so very thankful for so many of you who had reached out, whether that was friends, family, loved ones, whatever it might be. So many people reached out to try to help in any way possible, and like specifically other YouTubers as well. I'm sure many of you are aware of Zach Beal TV. He even reached out and he was like, "Hey man, like I just reached out to my YouTube manager to see if there's anything that they could do for you." Sadly, there wasn't, since obviously they don't manage me. But I really, really appreciated all the help of everybody else that was involved. So I was in this waiting game. Got myself some food, was just pacing back and forth, trying to figure out what was going on. And finally, Team YouTube got back to me via Twitter, and basically they sent me a link that was just like a Google help page that did, to be perfectly honest, absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing that wasn't already on like a public Google help page. So at this point, I couldn't figure out what to do. Ended up reaching out to some people in a YouTube Discord channel, and there was a very, very nice gentleman that actually ended up like reaching out and saying, "Hey, here's a form that apparently you haven't filled out yet that is a hijacking form for YouTube." So I was able to fill that out. That was one of the best things that could have happened on Monday, as it allowed me to basically prove that I owned this channel and prove that something fishy or suspicious was going on. That all happened around, I think, 3 or 4 p.m. yesterday. So at this point, I filled out the form. It took like a full hour to do it to make sure everything was up to date and accurate. And basically, I just went throughout the rest of my day just wondering if I was ever going to get my YouTube channel back. I always try to find myself as someone, an individual who tries to keep very positive, but also very realistic about things. So everything in my mind for that day was thinking, okay, so best case scenario, I get everything back and everything is just fine. I got a couple days where I didn't have access to my YouTube channel. Things were weird, things were funky. But that's it. Worst case scenario in my mind was the entire channel gets suspended, gets deleted, somebody deletes all of my videos, something of that nature. And to be honest, I was fully expecting that to be the case. But the only thing in my mind when I thought about that was, oh man, I'm just like Markiplier. Because those of you who are not familiar, at least to my knowledge, Markiplier, obviously he's a huge channel now, but when he was kind of starting out YouTube and getting traction, his channel was actually hacked a while back, and I think it was his AdSense account, which is where you get paid from YouTube, was permanently suspended, so he could never make any revenue. So he ended up having to make a new channel, and that's what ended up becoming the current Markiplier channel that is in existence today. So in my mind, I was just like, well, if everything just goes down the chute, like I'm just gonna start from scratch and hope that everything works out. So it was a very weird day, just kind of having all these thoughts just swelling in my head. Like, what do I do? I was like considering just even that day, like making a brand new YouTube channel on a different email address and kind of getting that started. Luckily, I have every single video I've ever made backed up on hard drives. And I was talking to my buddy Sam, who called me early that morning. And I was like, I'm trying to figure out how this happened, how I managed to get hacked. Because I've got two-factor authentication. I've got all these different things, all these procedures put in place to stop anything like this happening and to stop people from hacking into any of my accounts on any of my platforms, whether it's on Twitch, on YouTube, on Discord, on Twitter, on Instagram, on bank accounts, so whatever it might be. Like, I have all of this security in place for myself so that this exact scenario doesn't happen. So I was talking to him. He's very savvy with like computer stuff, and I was like, hey, do you think I have like malware or a Trojan or some type of virus where someone was able to see like my login information? So we went through a couple different like scenarios, and like downloaded some like malware detection software to see if there's anything. Computer was squeaky clean, absolutely no issues, nothing wrong with it. And basically what we've determined and what we believe happened is I'm sure many people have gotten email notifications or even letters in the mail stating that there was some type of security breach from a major website, whether it was a bank that you banked with, a retailer that you've shopped at, something. And a lot of these websites, when they get breached, customer data is just completely lost to the public. That's not the right phrase, but you know what I mean. So my guess is that in some type of data breach or security breach on one of these websites that I may have used in the past, personal information probably got leaked out in a case where someone was able to kind of use either past passwords or potentially even existing passwords to kind of breach one of my websites. At this point, I've already changed everything. So in case anyone's curious about that, I am being safe and secure with all my other platforms and every other kind of online presence that I'm within. But the really hilarious moment here is I while I was in this Discord call with him and we're just kind of talking, I was like, you know what? I'm very curious about something, because for this recording software where I make all my videos and do all my live streams, OBS is the platform. And in OBS, it saves a lot of your details, usually by login information via YouTube and Twitch, so that you can just live stream directly from the platform by hitting start streaming. There's just a button on the program that allows you to just kind of do it very easily. And my thought process was, I wonder if these idiots who hacked into my account changed my unique stream key ID for YouTube. Because if they don't change it, then anybody who has that key can just go live anytime they want. So I tested it, started setting it up so that I had a stream that was just titled "I was hacked" with just a silly picture of my face. And I hit go live, and to my surprise, it worked. Hello? Is this working? Oh boy, I hope this works. Is this actually live? Oh my gosh! These stupid people hacked into my account, but they didn't. Don't tell them. They didn't change the stream key. They didn't change the stream key. I'm so sorry to anybody who's been seeing everything that's going on right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay here and hang out. So I had access only via live stream to my own account and was able to stream for like 20 minutes and basically warn everybody and be like, hey, this has been hacked. This is me. I'm trying to get it back. I have no access to this right now other than to be here live with you all and like talk to everybody directly. Very, very fortunately, I was able to kind of give that message out to kind of stop the damage. I've lost about 1,000 subscribers here on the channel because of the hack. Obviously, if people are logging into YouTube and see they have a subscription to Tesla and it's streaming some Elon Musk thing, they're going to be like, I didn't subscribe to this, and just hit the unsubscribe button. And so I was laughing so hard. It was hilarious just kind of being live in my channel, but without actually having any access to anything. And I'm very glad I was able to at least get the message out to people to be like, hey, like, go follow me on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/JacobForster. Go follow me on my Discord. We've got a link. I was able to post a link into the live chat. Go follow my Twitter for any updates at Jacob Forster. Follow my TikTok. Follow my Instagram. Like all these other things to help people find my content elsewhere while I was getting things settled. And that happened at like around 6 o'clock. And after it was all done, it was just like such a surreal, hilarious kind of moment in time where I was able to get all of this done. And after that was finished, I ended up streaming on Twitch for a bit and had so many supportive and amazing people hopping in there and just being able to kind of talk about my day and things that were going on. But it really lifted my spirits to have so many of you be so kind, so supportive, sending me such amazing messages of support and love and just everything in between to kind of help me out during this time. And And again, I don't even know if I would have been able to contact YouTube without having so many people boosting my Twitter posts and just kind of bringing more awareness to Team YouTube with all of that. So thank you all so much. But it wasn't until that night, Monday, at around 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, that I got an email from like a special YouTube help support email. And they said that they investigated, found that there was definitely suspicious activity and a hijacking involved. And so they allowed me to kind of use a very unique kind of login method to get my channel back and secure it. So as of right now, everything is under my control. Again, the only negative was the fact that I lost about 1,000 subscribers, as well as my community posts somehow got deleted. I don't know why whoever had that decided to go through and delete those. Basically, all the community posts were just me being like, hey, like, thank you all for 60,000 subs, 50,000 subs. And like, it was kind of history of like where my sub count was and me saying thank you to people, other than like my like milestone videos. So it's kind of a bummer that those are gone, but at least every single video that's on my channel is still there, to my knowledge. I had to go through and like manually unprivate or unlist, rather make every single video public again because they unlisted all of my videos. And as well, like I had a bunch of playlists that were set up. Obviously, they changed my name, they changed my profile picture, they changed so many details about my YouTube channel, including my URL, my handle, all of these things. So last night I was working until about 4 in the morning to get everything kind of set back to where it was. And as of right now, I'm pretty sure everything is set up, solid, working perfectly. There shouldn't be any more issues. This video obviously going out to you all is more of an update, proving that this channel is back under my control, and regularly scheduled videos shall be returning very, very shortly. I'm probably going to take a day just to make sure everything else is kind of solid and back to normal before I do have any more gaming uploads and things of that nature. But again, I just wanted to come on here and say thank you all for the support, the patience, the love, the generosity in this past 24, 48 hours where it's just been absolute chaos. I mentioned this to people while live streaming over on Twitch, but many of you do not know, as I don't really publicly talk about it. I quit my job back in February of this year, and YouTube has been my primary source of income for this entire time, outside of maybe a couple little odd jobs and little things I do to help pay my bills and do other things that kind of help supplement that income. But losing, or rather the potential to lose YouTube, was very devastating. And it was just kind of coming to terms with the reality of that potential, trying to understand like what I could do moving forward, whether that was to, again, just start from scratch, maybe like, you know, I honestly had no idea what I was going to do, but I always knew that I'd be able to figure something out. And that's always kind of been my ethos of kind of living life, is I'll be able to figure stuff out, be able to provide, whether that's on one thing or another, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's getting another job, whether it's doing some like side work or whatever it is. But it definitely brought this realization of like, man, like I need to really kind of reconsider like what's going on, and make some better plans for myself. But I'm just so happy now at this point to finally have everything under control, to be back to normal. I would hope that everybody at home who watches my videos can enjoy seeing an upload from me, or going back and watching some previous videos, checking out some of the older series that I've got here on the channel. And again, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been supporting me on my channel, whether that's just been through watching my videos, interacting in the comments, being present during the live streams I do on Twitch, here on YouTube, or just being nice people. I got so many incredible comments just over this last day of people being so kind, saying things like they couldn't think of a more kind person for something so terrible to happen to, and like how people like were waking up to go watch a video and to like laugh and smile and to just enjoy their day, and to see that some Tesla channel was just posting stuff, and it's just so terrible. So it's just like, but it is so nice to see those comments of people and how much my channel affects others, and how much positivity it brings to other people. And yeah, but yeah, I just wanted to make this video so that people can kind of hear what happened, give an update to the community, to people here on YouTube, let people know that I'm doing well. I got some good sleep last night after fixed everything and got everything under my control. So that's been good. Again, I'll probably take a day just to, you probably won't see a video after tomorrow, just as I'm kind of making sure everything's kind of set in stone and back to normal. But thank you all. Cannot wait to see you again. And with all that, you all are awesome. You all are amazing. And I cannot wait to see you all in the next video. Later.